I'm so good at the pretending I do know who it is, though.
Oh,
when
really?
I don't. Because it happens.
Yeah.
I'm really good at being like,
Right, give us
oh
some
my
tips.
God, how are you? How have you been doing? You're busy. You're flat out.
Yeah.
You're flat out. I know no idea who this person is. Don't know what's going on. They could have been sitting in a room for 2 months doing nothing. And I'm like, you are flat out. Oh my God. Because like everyone's always going to say they're busy, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is like a thing.
Especially in our world. Oh, I'm
So
up
busy.
to my eyes.
And if you're not up to your eyes at work, you're at home, you're doing something. So
You're a
busy.
busy bitch. You're busy all the time.
I'm going to use that the next time. Although someone listens to this podcast saying, she has no idea who I am. No, I'm not going to say that actually.
Right, I think we need to get into it.
Yeah, I
Shall
think we should.
Oh
Right,
yeah, let's go.
do it. Oh, is it me?
Yes,
Say something
you.
before I say something quickly.
Like, who is it? Oh, it's me. It's me. Well, hello and welcome back to Glow Home, the podcast where we took all things beauty and interiors. I am one of your hosts, the lovely Mark Rogers, and I love all things beauty and hate DIY. That's basically me. And also I have our lovely co-host, gorgeous Paul Kinsella, my husband.
That is
Handsome.
me. I am interiors obsessed and probably drive Mark a bit mad.
Yeah.
With it all.
Yeah.
But
Colour
sure, look.
drenched, blah, whatever.
Colour drenched, blah. It's fine. It's fine. But we have a very special guest this episode.
Yay! Only our second ever guest. Yeah, you're the second person to sit in this lovely seat.
I'm honoured. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
well, we're honoured that you came. We're
I'm going to
delighted.
introduce her.
Yeah, sorry. Well, obviously everyone knows who it is. The lovely Rachel Gorry. Hello, who doesn't know who she is? But like, I feel like you've come from the end of the earth to be here.
No, an hour and something.
Yeah,
Because we're right in the
ages
middle.
away.
No, it's not really like.
Like to someone
That
who's
is-
Dublin born and bred, anything that's over 10 minutes of a drive,
It's awfully,
that is
isn't
a
it?
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, we go to some events and like
Yeah.
we be chatting to people and they'll be like, they're in Dublin
Yeah.
and it would take them longer
Oh, yeah.
to get there
Yeah,
than
that's
it would
actually
have
very
take us.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, fine. But I still feel like you really made an effort. So
But you can
thank
buy me
so
a present
much.
if you feel that bad.
Orders flowers immediately. I'm like, Alexa, order flowers for Rachel now. No, but we're super delighted to have you. Obviously, we know you. How long do we know you? How long are you in the agency?
Oh, is it
Oh.
three?
Three. I think it's three.
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, so obviously we are all in the same agency, 23 the agency, the coolest agency that there is. But we are all together in the same agency. We all have the lovely Siobhan in common, who is one of all of our dear friends. And that's kind of how although you guys were used DMing in the DMs
We did the few.
before.
No, it was the first. Remember the first night out, the first 23
night out.
Yes.
and we got drunk.
We got drunk.
And then we found out we have a common love for reels, silly reels,
Silly reels.
inappropriate
and
reels,
dark sense of
and
humour.
a very dark sense of humor.
I
And we were like, best friends.
Yeah,
I arrived to this event because I was,
you were late.
always, I was working.
here
and
we
I,
go.
You're very busy.
I was
Very busy.
very busy. But I arrived late, and the weirdest thing to me, I think I'd met you once before, and I arrive, and my husband is locked with this woman, Rachel Gorry, who is saying the dirtiest jokes I've ever heard in my whole entire life. I was like, wow, this girl, she's a good time girl. I quite like this. Literally the dirtiest jokes in the world, and the two of them were inseparable.
Yeah.
I also, you were also in a part where like you were in this part of the table. I couldn't get into you.
No, you couldn't.
So I was
That's
just
where you
like,
wanted to be.
Yeah.
he's gone now.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gone.
got his mind.
She's
And
we
taken
had
him.
each other.
She's taken
We
him.
had each other.
We had
Yeah.
each other. That's all we needed.
Yeah.
But I also think there isn't there a crossover as well. Aren't you have a love for interiors and also
Love interiors.
Yeah.
DIY, upcycling stuff, doing up things.
But am I right in saying you did interiors a while?
I did interiors. Now I say I did interiors. It wasn't very long.
Okay.
And then Daniel got sick. It's not funny, Mark. You laughed at the real wrong part of that.
I was like, oh shit.
And then Daniel got diagnosed with terminal cancer, Mark. And
Suddenly Mark gets cancelled. Wrong part to
so
clap
I
at.
did Hannah, our youngest.
Yeah.
She went to play school. So I was like, right, I'm going to start working again.
Yeah.
And I was a carer, but the hours weren't great, and I
Yeah.
needed to work around the kids, like play school and
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
So I taught interiors, and the woman actually rang me and asked me did I want a job because she had seen my house. We'd put her house up for sale.
Yeah,
She'd
yeah.
seen that I'd done it up, and she was like, "You've a real eye for it.
Yeah.
Come in." So I went in, and I
What a
loved
crazy
it.
stalker looking at your house online as well. See, you were an influencer before you even knew you were an influencer.
Yeah.
You
It
were
was just
checking out your
rolling
house.
stars from day one.
Is that mad?
Yeah. So we had no money basically, so we used to like do up furniture for like little or nothing. Do up everything and have the house looking wellish. Like on a really, really tight budget.
Yeah.
See, I do love, like, I would on like TikTok and social and stuff, I do get grabbed by the hack thing. I think the hack thing is cool.
Yeah.
But turns out when the hack thing is happening in your own home,
Mark has an ick for it.
oh God.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, put your PVA glue away.
Yeah, he's not.
I'm sure you don't be saying that now. Put that away.
But I do be saying, put that away. I'm like, give a girl a break. No, but genuinely, I just don't love the DIY thing. Is just so out of my world, out of my realm.
Is that just because you like hosting events and this is hard work?
No, he does. Like I do the graft.
You do the graft,
but I just don't understand it.
Like we reset the room yesterday in Cointreau between the two events, so you do the graft.
Oh, I do.
I think
I have
your issue is you're afraid it's going to look hodgepodge.
Yeah, I don't love if it's going to look shit.
Yeah,
and like artsy and craftsy.
I haven't really. Well, I've done a few artsy and crafty things.
Now, very rare. Paul is very good at what he does a great job, but there have been a few moments where I've been like, Paul,
you have to learn.
It's like when the kids come home with like an art project and you're like, oh, it's lovely. Where am I going to stick that? And then you're like, they find it in the bin. And I'm like, who put that in the bin? Oh my God.
I can't believe that. Who did that?
That's one of the reasons I got an integrated fridge, so I couldn't like stick stuff onto the front.
I mean, why even in that fridge?
I actually have something about that later on. I have something for that later on.
Stop. Oh my God, well, hilarious. We will get into more of the life hack situations and the house hack situations. But obviously, you're having a fabulous time at the moment, as Rachel Gorry.
I'm
very busy.
I mean, can I just say?
I'm so busy.
Can we just put to the chase? You're duffed.
I'm up to duff again. Oh my God, I thought like 4 kids, that's a lot. And then I was like, 5 kids.
Rachel, when you, honestly, so I was like, we obviously met on the street that day, right? And Rachel was like,
I was about 3 hours pregnant. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Rachel was like, we're walking down the street. And I was like, hey, and I think I'd just been to something. I was coming back, I was a bit frazzled. And Rachel was like, yeah, so I was just telling Enya there, my news. I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. Now, when I say the blood left my body, I was like, what? And then, when like someone says that to you, it's really hard. You never know because, you're a real messer as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I just don't know if you're telling me the truth or if you're lying. So I was like, again, doing and you're flat out. I was like, I'm delighted. This is brilliant. I was like, is this a joke? Is this real life?
What do we say? What do we not say?
What's going on? But it was.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's not right. It's just the kids.
I can't even get it.
Can't get it.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know what that is? Isn't it? Do you know I had to post a job yesterday and I always set an alarm in case I forget.
Lads, if you go to Rachel's Instagram now, if you could just like that post,
please like it.
Thank you.
Like and share, and also if you could save it down, send it to a friend, that'd be lovely.
I'm sorry, I'll just make sure this is on silent. It's so rude. Oh my God.
Scarlet for you.
It's like when you're in mass, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, because our house is a church. We're really close to God in this house. But no, so obviously you tell me I was so delighted for you because I could just see how you were literally bursting at the seams with excitement.
Yeah. Oh my God. I still am. And I don't even think I knew it was twins then. No, I wouldn't.
Not.
I did not know. Because I would have told you that right now. I did not know that. Oh my God. Bursting excitement.
It is the best news
it's amazing.
ever. And also you just deserve so much joy. You're such a positive human being to everyone. Like genuinely you are such a lovely human. Yeah. I'm so delighted to see like so many exciting things happening for you. But tell me, when you found out it was twins.
Yeah, wow.
So is there twins in your family? Was there a chance that this was going to be a thing?
So like my grandfather's sisters are twins.
That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
But like Eddie's auntie had 3 sets of twins.
Okay.
So maybe.
Okay.
But then again, I think a woman can drop eggs.
No, you're talking to 2 gay men. We don't know what's going on.
So I don't know what way it
works.
So I think whose fault is it? Is it his or my fault? I can't remember. But I dropped the eggs, but I still don't think it's because he ate them all. I don't know. Like he was just greedy and just wouldn't leave them. He could have just left one alone, but he ate 2 of them. I can't remember what way it is. One is like genetic and one is like
not just
or maybe it's like No, sorry. I've been doing.
Did you go to a doctor?
I'm lost.
I don't even think I'm pregnant. No, do you know what it is? Sorry, I do know what it is. When you're having identical twins and they're in the same sack, that's only one egg. So the egg splits. So that's not, doesn't matter if there's twins in your family or not.
Yeah.
But my one is genetic, so it's Eddie's fault. That is twins. I would imagine it's his fault.
Okay.
Right, we're going with that.
We're going with that.
We're going with that.
So do you know, will it be identical or just?
They're not identical.
Okay, fine.
But no, actually, you know what? Now it's going to confuse you even more. They're not identical. They have their own sacks, right? But there's a chance.
They could be.
They could be, yeah.
Oh.
So there's like, I thought it was like 10%.
I don't know how it all happens.
Yes, yeah, I don't know either.
But
I think babies all look the same anyway. So
They do.
We're going to have to like
when
number
they
numbers.
come out now. We have to be
We're going to
careful.
say something very.
We're going to talk about the moms in a second. So my mom is a real liability, right?
Okay.
My mom she's problematic at times, right? So my mom will be like, "Oh yeah, the baby," and then you'll turn away, and my mom will be like, "That is the ugliest baby I have ever seen in my whole entire life." She will say it.
She is.
She
And
will say it.
my mom
And
in
you
the
can-
same
you can tell
room
on
will
her
die.
face.
You're like, don't say it,
I'm
man.
like, "Mom, I can see it on her face."
Yeah.
You
Don't
know.
say it.
Yeah.
Don't say
Yeah.
it. And she's like this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my mom in the
neighbour.
same room is having a coronary, as Angela says this.
Yeah.
Because my mom would be like, beautiful. Has
But your
heads
mom
back.
genuinely
know.
believes the child is
But
beautiful.
my mom believes everyone's beautiful.
Yeah, she's
Like
a
the
good
head is
person.
backwards, and my mom, beautiful.
My mom.
No, your
Angela.
mom is.
Yeah, my ma sounds like your ma.
Yeah.
Problematic.
Yeah.
You don't know what she's going to say. I'm like,
No.
But when you found out it was twins, were you shook?
do you know what? If we didn't find out it was twins the way we found out about twins, I think I would have died.
So
Okay.
how did it happen?
So we obviously knew we were pregnant and we were waiting on our scan.
Yeah.
Well, he's not pregnant. I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
I hate when people say we because
We
I
are
mean, I'm going to
Well,
all the
sometimes
time.
the man
You're
takes
doing
it on.
You're doing nothing.
He did one thing.
He did one. Because I was going to say, when we talk about him, but I was like, chicken or egg? What came first? I was like, well, he definitely came first. Awkward. But obviously, how did you find out about the twins thing?
Yeah, so I had been like getting a lot of pains and like whatever, but that's normal. Like that happened on the 3 girls, so that was fine.
Yeah.
But then I had like, it was really bad and just felt
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'll like lie down for a while and see how I feel. So then I woke up and I was bleeding. So I was like, oh, we need to go to the hospital just in case, like whatever.
Yeah.
So I know it's like, it's
Quite
It sounds
traumatic, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I
Yeah.
think like you just think the worst all the time. Now I had a bleed on one of the girls before,
Yeah.
and everything was fine, but you still you just
You think the worst.
the worst.
Yeah, you do.
And like you were saying, like, oh, you're so positive, not. And you know what? Too, like, I think I am a positive person, but then I always feel like because I lost Daniel,
Yeah.
I am like always think the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, Eddie coughed in bed the other day, and I was like, "You need to go to the doctor." I'm not doing this again.
I've done this once. You have to go for an MOT every year now.
I actually said it to him.
Yeah.
You just go and get a blood test
Yeah.
every year and get checked. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just so, I'm always thinking
Yeah.
like,
of course.
something's going to happen.
And you're thinking plan. I have to plan now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So then we went in anyway and did a couple of tests or whatever. And
Yeah.
then she was scanning me. She wasn't saying anything. And
God.
the nurse was there.
Oh, God.
The nurse was
Like-
standing. The nurse was looking at him, looking at me.
Yeah.
And then she was scanning me.
Yeah.
And she wasn't saying, and normally they say, oh, there it is, and it's fine.
Yeah,
but she wasn't
yeah.
saying anything. So I started
And
crying.
then, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm
right.
straight
We're in
away, I'm
tears
like,
now.
right,
We're in
I'm in
tears.
tears. Tears just streaming down my face.
Well, you've had a bleed. You're nervous. You're scared.
Yeah.
You're straight in, and
Like,
she's saying
nurse,
nothing.
give us some reassurance.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know whether she saw that I was crying. He was holding my hand and kind of like squeezing it. And then she was like, oh, I'll talk to you at the end. Now, I've never been told that. I've had 3 kids for, and they've never said I'll talk to you at the end. And I was like,
Great.
oh
At the
my
end
God.
of what? The pregnancy?
Yeah.
Like when it's over, when it comes out? Like when?
And the baby was
And
born.
yeah. Oh, funny if it was that easy and that quick.
Oh, well, I know.
And then another doctor came in and she was like, oh, it's twins, congratulations. And I was like, and I looked at him and he, big stupid head in him, he was delighted. And I was like, oh my God. She was like, it's great news. And I was like, is it? And she was like, yeah, it's great, 2 babies. And I was like, I have 3 at home. So they left us in the room for a while. So we were just hugging and smiling. And I don't think, I don't think
It is amazing. That it's so weird. I get so emotional.
I
Like the
know,
child
I
thing.
know.
What is it?
Because
What's wrong with me?
we appreciate, like, your sisters have gone through it, and
Honestly.
we're so involved.
Yeah, I have a weakness. It's so weird because I'm a gay man. Vagina not my thing, right? But
Surprise, surprise. Thank
I
God.
am
Me.
I am obsessed with just the fact that a human can create
Can do
a
it.
human
It's
Isn't it mad?
amazing.
blows
Yeah.
my mind. So we will discuss this again post babies, because I am also obsessed with people's birthing stories. Like
Oh,
what
really?
happened. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
like, I'm not.
So like for
not for me.
when
Not
Siobhan
into
them.
when
No.
Siobhan had Zoe, right? When I say we sat down with a bottle of rosé and I got every
Detail.
detail.
I love that.
When I say I cry from start to finish, it's the and I'm not a crier.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
you're
cry
really
about
not.
anything.
You're not.
There's two things that I ever cry about in my life. One is childbirth. It is genuinely a miracle, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, there's no two, because I get everyone. I get everyone to. It's the weirdest thing ever, isn't
you
it?
do. You
I
really
get everyone
do.
to tell me, I'm like, tell me everything.
That's when I go to the bar. I'm like,
and
nah,
and
not
I was
here
like,
for this.
And is that when the episiotomy happened? Okay,
From
right,
when
yeah,
you
great.
conceive, I want to know everything. Start there.
Yeah.
So I get really into like understanding the whole detail of what's happened, because no two children have been born in the same way
No.
ever. Everyone's story, everything that happens, like it's just so special. It's so like amazing.
It is amazing
I also-
and special. Very sorry.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
imagine. Yeah.
Are you already thinking about that part or no?
I'm like, yeah, that's all I think about. I'm like, that's all I'm thinking about. I'm like, oh my God, I've never had a section. I'm like, it could be a section.
Okay.
There's just two.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I think
I've had gas and air.
Yeah.
I've had on Leah. I had epidural on Holly. Didn't feel a thing really. Like I felt, but I did like compared to. And then I had nothing on Hannah because she came so quick.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't want to do it again. I know.
Yeah.
What were you doing to your man?
And she had the biggest head out of them all. I'm like, oh, I know.
Mala head.
Of course,
Yeah, of course. You
of
know.
course, Hannah. Of course, you
I
had the
thought
biggest
it was
head.
splitting too. I was like, oh my God.
Isn't that just mad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, potentially, section. Do they let you give twins birth naturally?
You
now?
can
Can
birth
you?
them naturally.
Why
I
would
think it
you do
depends
it?
what way they are. I don't know if you can
if
even
they're-
pick.
If one's ahead of the
Where
other,
they're going.
Yeah.
rather than being side
What, do they
to
like
side.
line up in
Exactly.
Alina?
Yeah, maybe in Alina.
One's
They
on
do
top
it.
of the other, I think.
Stop.
Oh, is that? Oh, I've no
Well, at the
idea.
minute they are, but maybe it's because they're only like the size of like little oranges or apples or something. I don't know. But like,
That app is amazing where they're telling you what size they are every
I
week.
know, and like they're like proper little humans. They're just tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, it is so
like
weird.
miniature people.
Yeah.
I think the reason I'm obsessed with the childbirth thing, it's just hit me now. It's because I had no childbirth story. Because I hate to make this about my
Here we
mom
fucking
again,
go.
but mom. My mom was an insulin dependent diabetic, and they used to put you asleep under general anesthetic when you're having a baby. So literally, she just went to sleep and woke up, and there was a baby.
Oh,
She does always say it's the weirdest feeling ever.
Yeah, because she just go asleep pregnant and
And you
wake
wake up and you're a mother.
And because I was, we were all preemie babies.
babies,
So we were
yeah.
put down in the NICU, like in the incubators.
Oh, go
so she'd
away.
wake up, there isn't even a baby there.
Oh my
Just a lovely
God.
sleep,
Yeah.
lovely nap.
I just woke up skinnier.
She's like, oh, lost a bit of weight. Great. Yeah, for me, she didn't see me for 3 days or something weird.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's horrible.
I don't think they knew what they were doing back then. There's none of this like, skin
Well, you
to
were
skin.
cancer.
I was cancer
You were
before,
cancer,
yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Like, I was the
How are you going to do it with the house? What's the plans with the house?
Don't even talk to me.
'Cause,
I'm already I'm giving away one of my wardrobes.
I've seen this. Yeah,
This
so
is
I'm very
devastating
invested.
to me.
Yeah.
So I'm turning that into a bedroom.
Okay.
So I live in a 6-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And I have
10 wardrobes.
yeah, okay.
22 wardrobes.
I have 3 wardrobes, right? But one of them's off my bedroom, so that can't be.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, thank God, that's still there.
Yeah.
Then I have 2.
I can't take that one.
Yeah.
I need
I
that one.
have 2 other like big walk-in wardrobes.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
getting rid of the smaller one.
Yeah.
The other one is huge, and I get rid of one of the kids quicker. I swear to God. Like, Leah, what age are you now? Come on.
Time to get a job. You're up to the big smoke. Off you go. See you later.
So we don't like.
Show 'em right out the back. Grand. Off you go. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm like, I can I can have one room available for our nursery.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they are the same sex, we're laughing.
Yeah.
If they're different sexes, we'll get on for a while, but then we're like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Room.
Yeah, and then like I
Boy
was
room,
like, we
girl
could
room.
maybe put Holly and Hannah in together. But Eddie was like, that's not fair. They've had their own room like for so long.
Yeah. I'd be raging if you took me room
They'll
off you.
hate the kids.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, kids, you're going to move into the same room because Mammy needs a wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
but I do need that wardrobe so much.
Yeah. We worry about that in a few years.
Yeah,
it's-
worry
it's-
about
that is
that.
like
Yeah.
they're only this size for ages, so like you can
Yeah.
put them
Yeah.
like in a corner.
And surely do it. Yeah, I'm like, just bring them in somewhere. Okay, they can sleep together for a while, surely.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, for
they
like-
have to surely. Because they've been sleeping together
I know,
for the
they
9
miss each
months.
other.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
miss each
so-
other. Because there is that whole thing. There's all these things,
No,
isn't
there'll
there?
be 2
about-
cots. Like,
Yeah, I know, but like, isn't there that thing as well about twins? I'm going to. Okay, so I
You
watched
are.
21 seasons of Grey's Anatomy and 17 seasons of The Resident.
Yeah,
so
so
basically,
he's- yeah.
I'm
You're
a
a
doctor.
doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
100%.
Yeah.
When you deliver the babies.
We're going to get to this, but I would love to deliver babies.
He would, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
I nearly got to be my sister's birthing partner. Nearly. Yeah, I can't explain why because it's not a controversial, but it's like a complicated story. But basically, when I say I was campaigning, I was like a politician. I was over in her house every day being like, and I can step in at any time. I can come in and I can be your birthing partner. I was really rallying for it, really
Yeah.
trying.
And they weren't
You're
having
very
it,
good
no.
because he's very like task driven.
Right.
So he
have a
wouldn't
job
care
to
about
do.
what's happening. It's the job. We need to get the job done. So whatever you needed in that moment, he will get it done.
And I'd be telling you all the right
He's
things. as well.
actually-
I'd be
Would
brilliant. Yeah, I'd be really good.
If you ever need something to disappear,
Oh yeah, if you kill someone by mistake,
I didn't
I'm
wanna
just going to
say
say it. If you kill someone by mistake,
It's like, do I say, do we go there?
if you have a body to get rid of,
Yeah.
there's one person you call.
Mark Rogers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Nate, that's why you want to have me on your friend roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I make problems
Yeah.
disappear.
Yeah, see, Daniel wasn't very good partner now, I have to say. I was in labour, right? And I was getting contractions. Now, like you said, you're men, so you're not going to know.
No.
You're reaching this contraction and you're reaching the peak and there's nothing like it, right? So I have this contraction and he pulls a little wick from the side of his finger, right? You know, a little piece of skin.
Stop it.
So he pulls that and he's like, oh, you have no idea how sore that is. And I have the gas now and I'm looking at him and I'm like, are you for real? And he's
I
like,
would've-
oh, sorry, you're doing great. Keep going. I'm like,
I would have picked up a scalpel straight away and been
could
like,
have
right,
done
let
with
me
you
show
then.
you.
Could have done with you in that
Chop
moment.
that finger off for you, and then you'll know.
Here we
He
go.
learned. The other two, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah,
he learned how you go. My other sister, when she had her first child, she lost a lot of blood or whatever when she was giving birth, and he went faint. And she said it was so weird. All of the nurses and everyone ran to him, being like, "Oh, are you okay? We'll get you a drink. We'll get you some food.
stop.
We'll
Yeah.
get you sorted. Sit up there now. Has Daddy had a sandwich?" And Judy was like, "There is a child leaving my body. Can we all?
I wouldn't mind.
refocus."
He's an army man.
Yeah, he's an army man.
What
Yeah.
use is he going to be to us in
He's
an army man?
He's
And
been
he
to
fainted?
Lebanon. He's been
Had
to
a bit of
Afghanistan.
blood?
No, Labour.
Yeah.
Finish him off.
Yeah.
That's all you need. A load of women
Yeah.
on like, in labour.
Yeah.
Scared them all
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Happy days. Should be no more.
He says it was because he didn't have his breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why, of course.
Yeah. That's why. Shut up.
But you're overall, like, you guys are just so overjoyed. You can sense
it's amazing.
like, how
Yeah.
excited you guys are. But obviously, like, there's obviously you guys are like, when did you hard launch the relationship? And were you thinking about like, were you
We
nervous
were-
about doing that or no?
Yeah. So we'd been thinking about it and talking about it for a couple of months before we did
Okay.
it. Because I was like, we were starting to be recognised out.
Yeah.
And my problem was I didn't want people to think I was being disingenuous by like having a relationship but not
Of course.
saying that
it.
I was.
Yeah.
Like I had said like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm ready and like whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to, I kind of wanted to keep it for myself for a while anyway.
Yeah.
So we
I
did.
think that's
Yeah.
totally fine.
But then we started kind of like, we wanted to go out more. And then we were, but we were being seen and people were getting pictures. And then they were like, is this your
course.
fella? And I was just say, yeah, because I don't lie.
I know.
and then,
And also, like, it's such an exciting thing
I know.
as well.
but then I was so afraid to do it too.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot like,
Yeah.
you know, and you don't know what way people are going to be. And
But here's my thing that I think all the time. Like, genuinely, I don't care what anyone else thinks about my life. Like, I don't, because it's mine, right?
but that's where you should be.
That's the way we
Yeah.
should be. But because of the online thing, there is this like thing of like, what are they going to say? What are they going to do? What are their opinions? But actually, who gives a fuck?
I know, but it's
Yeah.
hard.
I'm like that. I'm like, who cares? But then I'm like, me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care what they
I don't care. And I'm like,
I'd
oh,
say
look at this.
you are quite grand. It doesn't bother me, but I'd say you self-reflect quite a bit.
I do, of
from
course.
knowing you, like, do you
Yeah.
know.
And you know what? Because obviously before we hard launched it, as
Yeah.
you put it, like all our family knew, all our friends
Yeah,
knew, all
yeah,
Daniel's family knew.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was already out there a long time with everyone else.
With
And
the
it was
people
all
that matter.
brilliant. But that's it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I just had this like,
They
Probably
right, it's
didn't want
out
to
there.
taint it. You didn't want someone to say something negative and then it's like, oh, I have this really lovely thing.
Yeah.
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 Fuck off. Leave me alone.
How do you feel then with that, like about talking about personal stuff?
See, I would tell you what colour knickers I was wearing.
Yeah,
My
I know,
husband's like, I don't care. Like, and that's why I'm so afraid, because I would just say anything and you have to cut all this out. You'd be like,
We're doing good so far. We're
we
fine.
edited it and there's nothing left.
So guys, this is a 5-minute podcast.
Hello.
But you see, Eddie's very like, he's not into this.
Yeah.
And he is
Different world.
100%. So he wouldn't be as open with other people. Like he's quite private. Whereas I'm like,
Yeah.
Is it really weird for him now with like people knowing what's going on
Yeah,
in his
so-
life by proxy? Like thing?
yeah, like people coming up and on. He's just like so weird. Like, you know?
Has anyone asked him for a photo yet?
Yeah. I have the funniest story. We went out one night, right? We weren't out at this stage, and we went to Kilkenny and we were staying for a night away or whatever. And we walked out and loads of girls got photographs with me or whatever. And they were like, we're waiting on you. We've seen you checking in or whatever. And we chatted them, got pictures of it, went out, came back, they were still there.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, Rachel, come and do shots with us. And, you know, the mother was talking to Eddie. And that was grand. So I went and did shots with women, left him there, came back. He was holding this brand new baby. And the mother was taking photographs of him. And I was like, what's happening?
See, the president of Ireland told him.
Yeah,
baby now.
and he on his own, and he wasn't like, we hadn't even announced it. And I was like, what are you doing? He was like, taking pictures with the baby. And then I was like, this is so random. And then she was like, get in. And then I was like, okay. So the two of us are just hugging in the lobby with this baby.
Yeah.
It was a foreshadowing of what was going to happen.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's destiny.
Hilarious.
But yeah, it's just the most random thing. Because I was like, what's he at? And then next
That
minute I'm
is-
like, oh.
That is mad.
And were
Yeah.
people? Did you feel like people were chattering? Did you people knew about him before you announced it? Were you concerned that someone was going to say something or was going to like?
Yeah, well,
go
look,
up
it was
somewhere?
always.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are always afraid that someone's going to
course.
say something or like whatever. But
End up on goss.ie or something. You'd be like, oh Jesus.
oh God.
they hard launched me without me even having control.
we didn't even take the picture. But yeah, then it was like, right, we'll have to say something.
Yeah.
But like, I won't show you off because he didn't kind of want to be showed off.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah,
grand.
yeah.
And then I was
Yeah,
like,
you can't get him
"Surprise."
out photos. Being reals now. Everything flat out.
He's like, I'm not going to be on them. We'll
Recruited in. Yeah.
It's quite hard because, like, essentially what we all do is like show our life. That's what we
Yeah.
show. And obviously, he's a really big part of your life.
Of course.
Do you know?
It'd be very hard to not include him in like
Yeah.
pictures or
Yeah, of
like.
course.
I would find it very hard even like to not show off the kids or whatever because
I know.
it's quite hard
Yeah.
to.
And they're gorgeous.
Because they're your life, like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of
So it's very
course.
hard to
How'd
like.
you find that balance?
Well, I see Leah now.
Yeah.
Allergic to my phone. My like, if I shared a picture of us the other day in the car, like, but I
Yeah.
have to like
Check.
show her. Yeah,
Yeah,
right. It's okay.
yeah, yeah.
She's like studying it for 5 minutes. No, take another one. I'm
Yeah.
like,
What age is she now?
14. She's
Yeah.
nearly 15.
Yeah, at that
Yeah.
stage.
She's at that like
cares.
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's at that
Crazy.
awkward stage now.
Yeah.
She's just like, you're so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was cool.
I was really cool with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting lots of free things, Leah, now.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
it's
she
like-
loves that part of it.
Well, I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
this
Now,
now. You know
keep
what?
it coming.
That's
Keep
what
it
we'll
coming.
do. Give her a bag of salt, go
Yeah.
home.
I'm like,
That's what
yeah.
I have to do. And
Yeah.
I'm like, be in this reel. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
should be in it for
I
that.
can give you
Grand.
a lifetime supply, Bal. You're sorted. Reels forevermore. I'll see Leah takes over the social now.
And Holly and Hannah love it. Little divas, they
Yeah.
love being on it.
Yeah.
For now. I'm
Yeah,
just waiting.
for now.
But
Yeah.
then when they're too old for it, I'm like, hey, twinnies.
Yeah. You have them lined up.
Got a production line going here. You're sorted. I have to say, it is really lovely. And it is what we're going to talk about next, which is like the mam thing.
Yeah.
But like, you can see that like, you've such a great relationship with like your mom, with your kids. Like there's such a positive energy around you guys, how you just communicate with each other. You can tell, you can tell
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they actually have a bit of crack together.
It's
like,
so
you can
nice.
tell.
You are the person behind the camera as well as in front of. Like it is
As in she
you.
doesn't change.
Doesn't change
Yeah,
one bit.
fair.
Yeah, but do people change really? Like,
Oh, some people do.
I think we do change a little bit.
Yeah.
Like there's certainly like, like I have to, when you're hi guys.
I won't say that.
I have to.
My mom
I'm like-
kill me if I was like, hey guys. Like, she'd be like, Rachel, who said that?
Yeah.
Like,
Who are
Shut
you?
up.
What has happened to you? But I do think we don't like, because there's times, and I'm sure it's happened to you in life where you're like, you're not feeling the best of form, but you have to get up and
Rally.
do the
You
thing.
have to rally.
and
Have to rally.
do
Yeah.
the thing, or go to an event, or like sell a hand soap or something. Do you know what I mean? Like there's always like some
do you know what
random.
I
Lavender.
will say?
Yeah.
In real life,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the Instagram's not real life,
Yeah.
but my
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
life,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But I curse like a sailor.
Yeah.
Like
I could see you looking at me like, are we allowed to swear in this thing? Yeah, we can.
We put it up as explicit, so it's grand.
Yeah, oh, that's okay.
Oh, we swear.
All the
we swear
time.
so much.
Yeah.
But
see,
you
when
don't
I-
on social, do you?
No, you see, I say, on, like, I do curse, but I won't on this because I was told off once. So I wasn't online very long, and someone was like, do you kiss your kids with that mouth? Because I said, fuck. And I was like, oh my God. So I was like, oh God, they're really easily offended on
Yeah.
this. So
On this thing.
Because I'm like a granny, like I'm like with one, I like hadn't a clue.
Oh, how many times in the office do I hear, Rachel's looking, does anyone know how to log into that? I'm like, here we
I
go.
haven't a clue. I'm so bad. It's a good job Eddie works in IT because I tell you, he's a software developer. I'm like, can you?
Yes.
I'm
funny.
useless.
Yeah.
So I don't course online just because I don't want to offend anybody. But in real life, and
It's
I do
probably
say
good practice.
yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
true because you don't want to like be talking the way you talk when you're supposed to be a lady and you have a mouth like a sailor.
lady.
I swear.
Well, I mean, I'm pushing it around.
pushing the lady part. We swear so much as well. I think people probably will only see when we did the podcast thing because I don't know why, but it just feels like it's all right to swear
But
here.
I think I show
It's
a
our
bit more
house.
personal stuff than you do.
I
think
used to show
more.
a lot more of like
Yeah.
what was happening personally in my life, and I don't anymore.
Why?
A few things just upset me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it did, and it was actually around there was two things that like basically that stupid forum that I refused to talk about, but basically people started to talk about my family and also started to talk about I do this project with children with intellectual disabilities, and they called that out as being like performative, and it just really upset me. So something I did before I had social media, before I did things.
18 years there?
Yeah, like it's really long
anyway.
time.
Wow.
But like it's like one of those things where like again, I just got burned a little bit by it, and I was like, I actually get to decide what I share
100%,
with the world.
yeah.
So I'm like, you know, I'm actually just not going to share that part anymore.
You know, I kind of struggle with that because people used to say to me, some people get very offended if I still share stuff about Daniel. And they think, you've moved on.
Yeah, but
You still-
but a chapter in your book, in your life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But I'm like, I didn't divorce Daniel.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then I kind of was like, oh, should I mention, shouldn't I? And then I'm like, you're on my page.
Yeah.
Like, this is my page.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share what I want and what. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I think it would be very strange, and even for my kids, never mentioning his name again.
Yeah.
But also if it's like, it probably, anytime you mention it, like from watching you, it's just always in context of something that's going in your life or something that that's made you think of him. Do you know what I mean?
course,
So it
yeah.
makes total sense. So it's actually weird if you don't mention that because it's
Yeah,
like
I think so.
consideration for you.
But even if God forbid anything was to happen to us, I think it would be weird if I didn't mention you ever. Like,
Paul,
you've had
if you don't
such-
mention
I know.
every
I will haunt you.
every day, I will come and get you. I will find you. I will kill you.
But like, I would just find it really difficult not to.
No, I don't think you'd survive without me.
Well, I get to do all the DIYs in the house, wouldn't I?
Yeah, the house, lads, the house be knocked to the ground and started from scratch. Can I tell? That's
New
the first thing you'd be doing.
bathroom,
They'd be
new
like,
downstairs,
they're like the day of the
new
funeral, they'd be like
floors.
bulldozers coming in. You'd be like, I'm devastated.
Yeah.
House
Just,
gone.
it's
Or
just
you-
my project planner. Oh, yeah.
Or you know the way they have that like dynamite thing and the house just blows up, that literally what happened.
That'll be
We
it.
start there. So we were talking about the positivity around your family and stuff, and obviously your mum. Right?
Yes.
So I'm obsessed with your mum.
Yeah.
Right? I just think she is the gassest woman ever. I really feel like she's really leaned into the like social media thing, and she loves doing your real things.
She loves it. They all do, to be fair. Like, my family would do anything. Like, my brother-in-law, I'm like, you want to throw this dress on for me? He's like, no, I want it's
actually brilliant.
They don't care. Like, none of them actually care.
Yeah.
And if anyone even says that negative, they don't care. I would care. I'm like, oh, that's because they're on my page. But they don't care.
Give a shit.
And I would actually love to be more like my mum, I think, in that way.
Really?
Yeah.
So what parts?
Like, she just doesn't care. She is who she is. And she's like me or don't. Like, it's grand. Whereas I'm like, like me or don't. But I'm like, why don't you like me?
Like we were telling people, what's wrong with me? What'll I change?
Yeah. What do I need to change to fit in? Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she just does. But I think she said it comes with age.
Yeah.
She said,
it
like,
does.
she used to care.
Yeah.
And then she says, the older you get, you realise, if they're like, why would you care about like dating? It doesn't matter.
But do you think you've evolved 5 years from before? Like, do you think you care less now than you did 5 years ago?
Oh yeah, did you see me 5 years ago?
Well, yeah.
Fucking wreck I was. I'm like a shell.
Didn't want to
like,
say,
oh,
but
yeah.
I was like, I was being polite.
Oh, it's horrendous.
But
yeah,
like,
I
it
have
takes-
evolved a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it takes
You
time.
get a thick skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thicker skin, right?
Thicker. Yeah. Few layers.
But
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet, but yeah.
it is funny because I do think you can read like that thing with like the relationship with like your brother and like your mom. You can see you all laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Like you can sense that. You can sense you all have a bit of a laugh. You don't take it too seriously.
No.
And like they're the type of people I want in my life. Can I move in?
Yeah, come on, Mother Mary, I want
Well,
some
take
more.
beds. Let's go.
Yeah. That wardrobe is
It's
gone.
gone.
It's gone.
He'll be knocking it down in a second.
Bothered love that. I like
Yeah.
loving at the wardrobe in this house.
I can't get me front room done, me back room done, let
The
alone.
front room looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
You
It
did a
took a
great
while
job.
to get there.
He did
Yeah.
a great
The
job.
next project is this room and then floors downstairs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Come over, have a few jobs for
You're
you.
great, no problem.
Come on. I'm like, anyone who says that, they're like, oh, I bet people want to. I'm like, yeah, take him.
Yeah.
Take him.
Take
You
him.
can do your
Take him
house.
out
You
of my
leave mine
house.
alone.
Yeah.
If
Please.
you're standing too long, do you need to be like, I need to paint something
Yeah,
else.
I am.
What
Yeah.
can I paint?
Now, this room has been the same for a year now. So he's like, oh, must change.
Hasn't.
Must be
It's
changed.
3
Paul,
years
don't.
since you moved
Let's
in.
not do it. Let's not
3
have the
years.
row right here,
Yeah.
right now, in
Yeah.
front of guests.
No,
Front of
actually,
guests.
do you know what? I'm going to sell you my idea, right? I'm going to sidetrack, right? So,
Right.
want to flip the couch to that side.
Right.
Bigger couch.
Oh, yeah.
Make this the TV wall.
Yeah.
And then the rad is here, so I'm currently sweating because he likes to turn on the heating all the
Love
time.
it.
So I am
Turn the
sweating.
heat on.
And then put the rad on the wall. So then we'll get a more open plan here and then get a nice circular dining table.
I do like that idea. Because also, when you're in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you'll be able to see the telly when it's on, just like in the background. I
Guys,
agree.
I'll just leave you here to
yeah,
do
Mark,
your thing,
we're
guys.
like, Rachel,
Yeah.
Thanks for
and
having me
Paul.
on your thanks for having me on your podcast, guys. I'm so
You're
excited.
welcome. It's great to have you.
Well, yeah, Paul is endlessly trying to redesign
That's
our
my
house and
next- that's my
redesign our
next
life
But
project.
just check with the heat coming up with the fire. Or the,
Well, I'm
just
going to
check
move.
that.
I'm going to move the rad to that wall,
to like a wall. We know
to
one
a
of these
wall,
standing
a
ones.
full wall rad, so,
So
it'll
it's
allow
Kango
me.
in. See, you left that part out when you said, we'll just move the sofa. Now you're going to be Kango Moss. Like, you left that part out. I love that.
Yeah.
No. I have a plumber, great plumber, Grant.
Yeah, thank God.
Thanks,
Because Paul
Marcus.
also thinks
Yeah,
that
great.
sometimes he can do these things, like the time he nearly blew our house up trying to change light fittings.
So with that note, let's move on to mothers.
Yes. So we love our mums. We all do. Paul has an amazing relationship with his mum. I have an amazing relationship with my mum. You obviously have a gorgeous relationship with your mum. And obviously we're coming up to Mother's Day and obviously we love the mums. But I think we, I know me and Paul have very, very different mums. Like,
Yeah.
well, also what do you say? Mum, mam, ma,
My mum,
ma, mam,
mum,
Ma'am. Ma.
Yeah.
ma.
your ma.
Ma.
If you're mum, I think you're south side. You're south
Yeah,
side.
Kelly calls her mum,
Mum,
and she
yes,
wants to be a
mum.
mum.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
it's
you're no
mam,
more mum.
My mum.
You're now
I actually
Portlaoise.
weirdly, so I call my mum Angela. Is that
Oh, no, I
weird?
don't like that.
I know.
I don't
People
like that.
find it really weird. And I
Yeah.
call my dad Fred.
We use all.
And I call them
Why?
combined Frangela.
Yeah.
I love my friends. No, I don't like when kids call their parents.
it's weird. I don't know what. I think it's probably because they sent me to boarding.
Oh my
I'm going to
fucking
bring it up
God.
on every podcast.
yeah, of course.
Everyone.
Just
They
slip
sent
it
me to
in.
boarding school because they hated me.
But Lily and Luke call them Angie and Freddie.
Yeah, because mom doesn't like the granny thing.
She hates the granny.
I think
Allergic
granny's
to
too
it.
old. I don't like that. My mom
Yeah.
was like, I'm a nana. I'm not a granny.
Yeah.
Mom doesn't want nan. She doesn't want granny. She doesn't want gran. She wants Ange.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I started the trend.
Yeah.
Because I was like Angela.
Yeah,
Angela.
yeah.
But yeah, so I think I started it as a joke because I was like, like giving out to the Angela.
Yeah, because
I
sometimes
think that's
I'm like Paula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But like I wouldn't be like Paula, like that's so weird. Like, I'm ma. I'm like she man around the place. And
Ma,
then mammy and then goes to ma.
Ma.
Well, my ma was always ma, but I'm mammy at the minute. Leah's like, can I call you ma? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's still calling me mammy. She's really trying hard because her
Okay.
friends are slagging her for saying mammy. She's really trying to get
okay,
out of that, but she's
okay.
still mammy,
Yeah.
Okay, Lee, you call her whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Go
just like-
wild. Well, my mom is probably one of, I think she's gas. I think she's very funny, but she is definitely not your average mom. And I'm quite glad I don't have an average mom. She is a real, now she could get anything done. Like, so for example, they were building a bridge by her house.
Oh God.
Building a bridge, the council were building some bridge or whatever. And obviously people have been appealing this thing forever. Who got the bridge cancelled? Who brought it? And it was actually,
Ange.
it's going to be outside Siobhan's house. So it was
Stop.
going to literally outside Siobhan's house. And Siobhan was like, hold on, what the hell? You know, Owen was like, oh, da, da. All of a sudden, bridge disappears. Who made it disappear? Angela. There's nothing that woman can't do.
She is on every board.
Every committee.
Known.
She's one of those people.
Wow.
Every
She knows
committee.
who. If you have a problem, you know. You
No,
call
she did.
Angela. Well,
Actually,
that's where it goes.
she will kill me,
Yeah.
but she was barred from Tidy Towns.
No, we're not
for a while.
allowed to talk about Tidy. Yeah, she got barred from Tidy.
She got barred from the Tidy Towns. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, Angela, what
We
did
need
you
a night
do?
in
What
Paul
did
and
you
Angela.
do?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah.
But yeah, Angela's, whereas your mum,
My mom doesn't get involved in anyone else's business and is very.
Love that.
she's so
She's just like my
mum
mom
is
is an
lovely too.
angel. She's an angel, and loads of people say it. So it's not just me saying my mom's great.
Yeah.
She is. Honestly.
My mom is an earth angel, people call her, because she's just that type of person that you can always go to, and there'll never be drama.
Do you
It's
fight with your
always-
mum?
No,
See, I've never seen you fight with your mum.
Never.
Me and mum kill each other.
we
Like in a really good way. Like when I say we adore each other, like
Yeah.
that woman, I would go to the end of the earth for, but we fucking
But
kill
if
each other.
you are having
And so do my
something-
sisters.
if something is happening in your life,
Yeah.
your mom is involved with the decision making of that.
She's in it.
Whereas
Yeah.
my mom is like, if I ask her opinion, she'll give her opinion, and then she'll never ask me again about it until I bring it back up to her.
Oh, really?
And she'll never be like, I told you so, or anything like that.
Really?
Never.
My man's like, so what's happening with it?
Yeah.
My mom's like, you know your driver's license stuff for now? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, mom, I do. And she's like, and you need this, and this. You don't have that. You don't have a PBS card. I'm like, mom, honestly.
Yeah.
And then every day, what's the update on your driver's license? I'm like, Angela,
Yeah.
I'm a 40-year-old man. I'll work out the renewal on my driving license. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Whereas my mom would never.
Really?
Yeah. Wouldn't. No.
So
Just
weird.
doesn't have any. My mom is
my
just very
sisters.
calm.
So I fight with my mom. Like we fight and we row about things, but like I adore my mom. But my sisters, when they fight with my mom, it's vicious. Oh my God, it's vicious.
But they're all
There's
so similar.
dramatic, and also
They're
we are
Yeah,
such
you
a dramatic
see, when
family.
you're similar.
They're so similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because me and my ma can be quite similar.
And would you fight?
We would fight. I mean, fight as in like we would bicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't fight like and not talk because like I need her. Like, I can't like live without her. So I'm like, oh my God, ma, but like it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did that. But also, hi, come on over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, we
Get into this room.
we
Come on, let's
row,
go.
But
Yeah.
we don't like. We wouldn't fall out like
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I can't fall out with her.
We've had a few non-talking
Of course
periods.
we have. Well, like I mean, huffing and puffing like in the
Yeah.
house, but she'd leave the house and we'd be talking. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't let her walk down the driveway. I'd be devastated.
Yeah.
But then I can't fall out with anybody.
Yeah.
Can you not?
I find it
No.
hard to fall out
Yeah.
with people.
If my brother left the house now and I'd be like, oh, did he not say goodbye right? And I'm like, yeah, right. I can't. I'm such like a people pleaser. I hate that about myself. I'm just like, oh, see, all right, see a bit off.
I'm
Yeah.
really good with people not liking me. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're fine.
I'm okay if someone doesn't like
I don't
me.
like
That's
if
okay.
people don't like me.
I
Yeah, but
probably
see, you're
don't
not
like you
going
either.
to like everybody. And that's
Yeah.
grand.
Yeah.
And I say that. And
need
then
to
I'm
accept
like,
that.
I know I have a problem if people don't like me.
Yeah.
I just
you're-
want a reason. But then I don't
Oh, a
want
reason.
but then
I
I'm
want to
like,
know the
no, I actually
reason.
don't want to know the reason.
Yeah,
Don't want
yeah,
that
yeah.
reason.
Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I genuinely, so I would go to the end of the earth for my mom. She would genuinely bend over backwards for you, get you anything in the world.
100%.
But also, we are a high octane family. Like, we are very dramatic.
They are like, and I don't know about your family, but I have never experienced this. They will FaceTime each other like every 2 to 3 days.
like family.
We're every day.
Yeah.
I may not talk to my mum for a week. Now we
That's
might
weird to me.
Like
Yeah, it's very weird to me.
we might text each other throughout, but then we'll have a call. But like we're very,
Does everyone do
I don't
you
know.
do the family group call
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Where the whole family comes on to the WhatsApp
Absolutely.
group call? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
My brother answers and he's on the toilet.
But
yeah.
did you, oh
See?
wow, okay.
Yeah.
This seems
Yeah,
perfectly
his wife's
normal.
in the bath.
Yeah, wowee.
Like, this is totally normal to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, my sister could literally do
And
anything.
can I ask, from a family dynamic, has your family's always been kind of rosy gardens? Not rosy, like had
What's
their,
that mean?
like as in my
Oh, disaster of a
Father.
family. Yeah.
is no longer on the situation. So we have never had a normal family dynamic.
Oh, yeah,
if that
fair,
makes
okay.
sense. So my
Yeah.
question, like, I'm not talking about little rows or spats or anything like that. Like my dad, alcoholic, gone, never on the picture, never. So like we were very different in a functional setup.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just wondering, is
kind
that
of similar to you on that front?
Yeah.
In our life, not in our life, in our life. But me, my 2 sisters, my brother, and my ma.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. Always been like that.
Okay.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm not the end because I actually, Paul for a while had me thinking that I was an absolute weirdo on this. Like, because like Paul would be like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "My entire family."
I'm like, they're all on.
7 of us.
There's 7 of them on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And Fred can't answer the phone, so he's like, oh,
and like the phone's like upside down. Or
and I'm
something.
like,
He's
what is going on? So I just go downstairs.
Yeah.
Off you
Stop.
go.
Did you join in?
I will for a hello, how are you? But
doesn't
then when
want to
they
be part
start,
of the
I
debacle,
don't
when we start
need the
killing each other,
debacle
it's
of.
not great.
Oh, so we just be laughing
No.
or whatever.
Yeah, no.
I
we should
remember
go to
going
family
into the
therapy or
bathroom and
something.
Eddie was in the shower and I was on the phone talking to my family and I was like, hang on, I had it turned in. I was like, Eddie, and he was like, ah! And the laugh.
Can you imagine?
Because my brother and like his wife and like they all do that, like they'd run in.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like my sister-in-law was always trying to get my brother naked in the shower and he's like, and then he'd do the same to her and it's on the family room and we're all in the stitches. Like it's actually so fucked up.
I mean, I love it. I'm like, yes, get me on that family group immediately.
Yeah.
We're all in it for that. Like,
But see, that's the cracky, and genuinely, I can sense that yous are having a laugh all the fucking time.
all the time. Yeah.
Like that's so amazing.
You would think like we're on something. You're like, this is not. There's more than
But also,
that.
there's something about it as well because obviously you live in Offaly, and I feel like you're like it is Offaly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck, there's
yeah,
something wrong there.
Don't give her
It's
a
like one of those
address.
places. Me somewhere outside of Dublin, Offaly. But like
Belfast.
no, but like as in like your mum lives so close to you, right?
We all live on the same road.
It's like
Yeah.
that to me. So is just magic.
Yeah.
Like it is so magic. And
Well,
like,
sorry, you
how
didn't
amazing.
want to do that.
Well, yeah,
We had the option.
we had the
We're not
option.
that close.
Yeah.
We had the option to move beside my mum, and my sisters and my mum all live really close to each other. And when we were buying
Yeah.
our second
This house,
with this
yeah.
house, we had the option to move out beside them.
And
we
you,
couldn't
what?
find anything.
And I said,
and then we found this.
I said, no, thank you. There was a house, Paul. Let's not lie.
Why? Yeah, it was like, we couldn't find anything.
There was a
Ange.
house. It was like, no. Because I love my family, adore them, but also I do think like for me, it's good to have one degree of separation at times.
Yeah, but like, we
Because-
wouldn't see each other every day.
you would you not?
No. Maybe speak. 'Cause I'd be slagging him if he's going to business, man. He's like, you're talking to your family every day on like
I
the
just-
whole autumn.
Really?
Well, like, would your mom tell you she's coming over? Would she just land in?
She's not coming. No one even knocks on my. But nobody
See,
knocks.
No, that would.
I mean,
no.
what
Angela
if me
rocking
and
in
Paul
here?
were trying to make a baby? What would happen then?
I have often had people walk in. I'm like, I'm down.
I'm just fixing my makeup.
Make the coffee.
I'm doing a tutorial.
Sorry, well, sorry, on that this complete sidebar on that topic. If that ever is happening, Penny.
Oh my
little
God.
bitch.
So, Penny, if we have, are we going to say this? Right,
We're
if we
having
have
sex.
in the house, right?
For making love.
Penny has
all about love.
protest.
Yeah.
Penny does a
Yeah.
protest, come down and piss and shits all over the place.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
She's not into it.
No, it's because
She's
we
like, it's sick and wrong. It's gays.
dirty
gays.
gays.
Penny's a homophobe. I'm out there right now. Penny's a homophobe.
And I actually think it's because we've just
my
kicked her out of the
God.
bedroom.
Yes,
That's all
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, she wants to be there, but it's just weird. We can't have the dog
Penny.
No, you
watching.
can't have the dog
Penny
there because
cheering.
Teddy loves to just look. And I'm like, oh, he knows what's going on. You need to get him out. He knows.
We're like
Yeah.
whereas we've other friends who like the dog is there. They
Yeah.
have no
No.
problem with the dog
No.
being in the room. Oh,
No.
you can't. Penny's
But
our
we didn't know
child.
the dog was in the room once. Now I'm actually going to get you cancelled. This is why I should. He's like, shush.
So right, the dog was
So
there.
the dog
Go
was in
on.
the room, but I didn't know the dog was in the room.
Was the dog
like,
holding the camera? Or
Yeah, it was.
no, I wasn't.
Dog fans.
so sorry, the dog was there.
Then I realised the dog was in the room, and I was like, he's in the room, like, get him out. But then as the dog was walking across the bedroom, he's walking and he's like,
He wasn't, was he?
He's getting in the mood. He's following the bears.
He's going to try to put him out when he wouldn't be joining in. I was like, get that dog out here.
Stop.
They know what's going on.
They do.
They know
They
what's going on.
do. Well, we're all animals at the end of the day.
We are
We're all
all
animals at the end of the day, and certainly at that point of our
And he was
lives,
like,
we are.
you're more animal than I am.
Yeah, go on. And that is how the twins were born.
And the baby was born.
Oh
Oh God, yeah, I think we are going to be cancelled, but it feels good, doesn't it? This something cancelled feels like. It feels pretty good.
So I think it's time to glow up or blow up.
Oh, sorry, we not fucking glowed up or blowed up?
No, we
Jesus,
haven't.
We need to fucking get into it. Right, very quickly, glow up or blow up. I thought we'd do a mum edition, right? So we'll quick fire these. Glow up or blow up. Let's get into it. Basically, this is where we decide if we stand something or if we think it's like, no, thank you. Let's move on, right? We hate it. Blow it up. So, first one is matching family outfits. A glow up or a blow up?
Like family outfits, as you mean, like what? Like kids,
Dressing the
or are
kids.
you talking like?
Well, I
adults
think.
as well?
I think
All of you.
all of us. Let's do two
blow it up.
categories.
Christmas is the only time we can all look the same in the pajamas.
Okay.
Oh, we do it every year.
Yeah,
I do it every
I
year. I
have
love
to.
it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. People give me, I seen someone doing a podcast being like, the people who get, and I'm like, yeah, we all wear, I made my dad, I made Frangela put on the fucking
Yeah.
pajamas.
You have
and they
to.
Yeah.
fucking love it.
But that's
They
the
do.
only time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you
And what
can't
about
have-
the kids? Will you match the
See,
twins?
I matched Holly and Hannah, and I thought it was so cute. They got, because, well, and to be fair, it was the only clothes you could get them.
Yeah,
You know, because
yeah,
they were
yeah.
in around the same age bracket.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they hate it now. They're like, oh, is she wearing that? In, change the outfit. They are allergic.
My sisters have exactly 1 year between them. So they're like same birthday, the exact same birthday, but exactly 1 year between them. And my mom dressed them as twins. And honestly, the pictures are so good to have now, though, because it's so cute. It is so cute.
I think it's cute.
And they actually think they're cute, to be fair. They're like, that is kind of a
really?
cute thing that we did.
I
But
look
they're
back
like in
at
their 30s now. so-
Photographs, and you're like, oh my God, Ma.
Why did you do that?
Look at the state of us. Like that. You're like nobody's children. I'm like, seriously?
And hold on, what's the age difference between you and your siblings?
There's 2 years between me. Amy's the oldest, then there's me. 2 years between us. 4 years between me and Shannon, because she couldn't get pregnant for a little while. And then 2 years between Shannon and John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would she dress you the same, you and Amy the same at all?
Yeah, she would have dressed the
Yeah.
same. I remember these big yellow cardigans with a big panda
love
face
them.
on them.
Yeah.
Panda face cardigan. What a staple. Absolutely love it. Bring them back. Bring back
So
the panda.
we're blowing up whole family apart from
Christmas pajamas.
Christmas.
and
yes.
then glowing up just kids.
Oh, what do you mean?
As in, are we glowing up kids, twins being matchy?
Oh, I like the
probably will.
twins
Try to
thing.
match the
You
twins.
have to match the
Yeah.
twins.
I do
Think of
like
the content.
Yeah,
Be beautiful.
We'll have to get them like cats with their names on there. You're going to tell them apart.
yeah.
Imagine you.
Well, yeah.
I don't know which one that is.
Well, if you have a boy and a
I think
girl,
you know.
then
Yeah,
well,
they're-
hopefully.
Lads,
Well,
I-
the first 9 months. Oh, who knows?
I worked with Jedward for a year, and I know which
here
one's
we
which.
go.
Do you?
Yeah, John and Edward, they're very different.
I wouldn't have a clue now. I couldn't tell them apart.
But you see, when you do know, you know the difference. You do.
I do enjoy a dad and a son kind of matchy. In terms of like the high tops and the jeans,
Yeah.
and you're going to be rolled out a few times.
Oh yeah, Eddie. Imagine that little outfit.
I know.
And,
Yeah.
Eddie's up there.
Very
with
he
you.
gets in the kitty section
Yeah.
as well.
2 for 1.
It's very cost effective, actually, both in the kids section. Okay, are we glowing up or blowing up push presents? Are you expecting a push present?
No, but I
Yes.
wouldn't say no to one. But I wouldn't expect one. Never got one before. But you know,
There's a point of difference.
Round 2. Here we go. I think a push present should be a given.
Like
And
for
it
what
needs,
you
to be
go
something,
through.
it needs to be something.
Oh my!
It needs to be something monumental.
like what? Like a McDonald's. Aim high.
But
high.
let's just say,
And a 20
Rachel,
chicken
we're going to
nugget.
discuss this because you need to set that bar much higher. I'm thinking like it depends. So I think it depends on what the person loves. So like if you have something that you adore. So for example, for Siobhan, I would love Siobhan to get like, I'm like, Owen, are you listening? A gorgeous like handbag, like a beautiful designer handbag that I know would bring her so much joy.
If he bought me a designer handbag, I'd bait him with. I wouldn't even buy a designer handbag for myself.
But no, I know, but like what would your equivalent? What's your
A
like?
McDonald's.
What's
An extra bedroom.
What would you treat yourself to? Is it something in the house? Is it like what would be like a real splurge for you?
Yeah, spending probably something on the house. It's been my biggest splurges. I don't
Yeah.
spend big
You'll
like
have
that.
one of those. You'll come home and have one of those. You know the clueless wardrobes where the clothes
Revolves.
are like match. Yeah,
Dress the twins. Feed the twins. Yeah, that would be good.
yeah. Maybe a live-in nanny would be lovely. Well, I think you have one of them, don't
I
you?
know, yeah, they're all, if you're fighting each other, I'll have loads of help.
Okay, so we are saying that definitely
I blow it up.
we are blowing up a push present. You know,
Well, I'm not blowing it up. I mean, I don't expect one. I've never had one. I think, is it a little
just
bit
be so
high
humble.
maintenance? A little bit?
No, I think
what you go
after
through.
what you do,
Oh my God.
a push present should be the smallest thing that you get. Like you should get so much more than just a push present. You've created a human. It's lived in your body for 9
And
months.
two.
2
Double.
push presents.
Two bedrooms on set.
I love that. And you basically have to give birth to the placenta. So that's 3.
Oh my God.
Push presents.
2 placentas I have to. I
No,
have.
there's 2 placentas.
2. Yeah.
You're giving birth 4 times.
I know. Oh my God, it's never going to look the same
Oh
again.
my
is it?
God.
As bad as it looks beforehand.
Uh-oh.
It's fucked.
Tell you, get her that push present. She's going to fucking need it.
Rejuvenation.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Reconstruction.
Yeah, that could be. Well, is that not? I'm all for it. I'm like, rejuvenate whatever you want, but I don't think Don't you think you want the man being like, it's time for rejuvenation down there?
It's female empowered.
It's
It's
just
if you want to.
Oh, game over. Game over. How about we rejuvenate that down there? Yeah. Show you a bit of fucking rejuvenation. Okay, so my last one on my list is labor glam. Will you have like a glam, not like you don't have makeup artist, do you? But like, are you gonna
hairstylist and have everyone in?
the full Be Perfect team and food is there? But like,
He's sweating with a curler.
Curling my hair.
but will you go? Because we were speaking about this before we started the pod. Like I used to have, when I used to wax people, I used to have the women come in for their labor waxing, and some of them would be getting their spray tan done. Like some go and get a blow dry done before they go in if they're going in for like a scheduled C-section. Like, do you think you'll like have a schedule of like your labor bits? Will you be getting yourself together and ready? Or will you just be like, here, take me as I am?
Take me as I- No, I mean, look, I'll probably get my lashes done if I can. Like, if it's scheduled and I know, maybe
Yeah.
lashes.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to have time for that.
Will you
I've
have
never
tan
done
on?
it on the others.
But it's
Maybe
better
I'll
if
have
you haven't
tan on.
had.
If I haven't had, I haven't had.
Listen, depends on the schedule. It's got to be done.
But like doing full face makeup, I've never done before. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Like, I love
A
watching
bit
the
of tan makeup because I look dead.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God.
Ooh,
This is not
that picture. That first picture is, because that's the picture you send everyone. The picture when you've got the baby and the baby's just out and you're all something.
With the
like,
babies.
yeah, really happy.
The babies.
And I swell so much.
I mean-
I'm like, wait, don't send that to anyone. Don't drop me out of that. I'm like,
Just send the baby.
yeah.
Just send the baby.
Just send the baby.
there.
Oh, it's awful. But I'm paler than the wall. And I
maybe a
don't
bit of
tan my
tan.
face
Yeah.
normally.
Okay.
So maybe a bit.
Time,
Maybe
maybe.
put a tan on my face. Like, I'm not even joking. Daniel used to laugh and say, I will have more of a tan than you when I'm dead. And we used to laugh about this as a family. Let's how fucked up we are. And I swear to God, even the kids, I'm like, Daniel died, no joke. I called down the kids to tell them. And this is actually shocking. And we were all like holding hands and like it was so sad. And then Leah was like, Mommy, Daddy's hand is more tan than yours. And we had a laugh and I just thought, it's such like a sad moment, but it just gave us all a bit of a giggle
like-
at the
I
time.
love that.
But I was like, what a fucker.
You little shit. You little shit. You actually were right. Fuck you.
As you hold his hand even harder.
So we don't think there's too much glam happening for pre-labor.
No,
because
bit
like
tan,
Kardashians.
maybe.
Have you ever seen the Kardashians?
Yeah.
They're full.
They're full.
Yeah.
Full glam.
Yeah.
Full glam.
They have a glam team.
Yeah, but like Khloe or Kourtney Kardashian pulls
Yeah,
the
okay,
baby
I
out
can't-
of
yeah,
herself.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
then
no, I've
everyone's
seen
just
that. I felt the
I love
head.
it. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
But like, do you want to feel them?
Oh, little Papa.
Yeah, you can feel it. I'm like, oh my God. You feel where it is and you're like, oh my God, it's never going to come back.
You're like, ah!
Yeah, it's
You're like, let's stop now. Put it back in. Put it back in. Oh my God, hilarious. Okay, so labor glam is I think it's a blow up in general. I think you want to feel okay, but I don't think
I think
need
you
to-
should feel how you want to feel in being.
I don't think you have a full control.
No, but like as in what most natural feels to you. I don't like this whole thing. We have to be fully ready. Let's go.
I think that's
night
probably
out.
expected of people nearly, like,
Yeah,
especially
that's what I mean.
Instagrammable people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know people are probably like expecting you to like snap back after baby, and I'm like, they're going to be disappointed. That's not fucking happening. But I
you
don't
do.
like, I am like, I don't, my face, my hands and my feet swell so much after I have a
Yeah.
baby. I'm like, don't be expecting any miracles over here.
Two.
And yeah, do you know what I
I'm
think?
so excited to hear
A
what happens.
shower.
Oh,
You have a shower, you look totally different.
Yeah.
That shower after you have a baby now
Ladies
is
and
horrible.
gentlemen, that is how high maintenance the lovely Rachel Gorry is. Do you know what?
Shower.
A shower.
A shower.
Just a shower.
Oh, shower and blow dry hair, like when you get out of the shower.
Done.
That's all you need. You look $1 million ish.
Okay, so I'm not going to say all white, but like neutral interiors with kids.
I having a fucking laugh.
Yeah.
I'm actually rethinking my whole thing now because
Yeah, because you're quite neutral.
yeah. So in my hall, right?
Yeah.
With the white paneling down the bottom,
Yeah.
and like the neutrally colour on top.
Yeah.
My kids are growing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to change the bottom of that because I couldn't keep it clean.
But that's
they
what I
come in
said
and
to
they
you.
maul the walls. They're like, and I'm
yeah.
like, why can you walk like normal? Like, walk in.
No.
Like, why do you have to be licking the walls when you're just coming in, rubbing the walls? I'm like, I don't understand it. Even so, I'm like, right, we're painting that dark green. We're going lighter on top.
That's
done
yeah.
And now I'm like,
you put up a poll, and I was like, go dark.
Oh, you have to.
Why would you go?
Yeah.
And what are like your couches and stuff? What colour are your couches?
Grey. Absolutely
You're
fucked.
absolutely
But then
fucked.
I have nieces, nephews coming in the whole time, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not one of these people like, oh, don't eat on that. I'm like,
Yeah.
we get the clean, that'd be grand.
Yeah, we had an all grey house, and we basically just weren't letting the kids in for a while.
Yeah.
We were just like,
Yeah.
you stand over there in that corner.
I
where
mean, you
can
don't
hose
have kids
down.
as well. It's different. Whereas like, my kids are going to destroy that anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel like your house like a little doll's house.
No, there's some handprints on some places in this house.
I don't want to know.
And they're mine.
Poor Penny's traumatized. Where's she gone?
Penny's doing a dirty protest over there again. It's fucking true. Fucking little bastard.
Okay, kids' artwork.
We discussed earlier.
Glow up or
it's-
blow up?
It's a bit grim.
Do you know, I love it. And it's my like Holly especially, she'll do a card for anything.
Yeah.
Like, loves a card. But I'm like, oh, that's lovely. And then I'm like, I seen it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, binning it. And she's like, where's that card? Like a week later. And I'm like,
In your room.
yeah, where Hannah, did you touch
I
the
put it
card?
in our memory box.
Yeah.
Known
Yeah,
as
in the memory
the
box.
bin.
Oh my God. And I used to keep everything.
Yeah.
And then I like threw all the cards when like they were born.
Okay.
Get a card
Okay.
up until all their birthdays.
Okay.
And then I was like, the house is
Then you
small
become a
for shit.
hoarder.
Yeah.
You become
Yeah.
a hoarder.
We need to get rid of all this.
There's only so much. My mom, again, right back to you, Ange.
Poor
not,
Anne.
not a picture put up in her house. She did not allow any. You know, the people like pictures of the kids, pictures of the family. No pictures, nothing. I was like, do kids live here? Did you have any kids? None.
But you know what? And then I'm like,
Which is
Doesn't keep anything
Which is
either.
weird now because like,
Puts it all in the bin.
but she has shit everywhere with them grandkids.
The grandkids.
The grandkids are different. My mom
It's a
always says that.
different vibe.
my mom's like a different person.
Fucking
Yeah.
shit
My
everywhere.
kids love, and I'm like, she was not like this with
Yeah.
us. You are like a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom is obsessed with the grandkids. Like it's a whole other
Yeah.
world.
It's the front room is the kids' room essentially.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you probably weren't even allowed in the room.
No.
My mom was like, crayons.
He's in
Yeah.
boarding
I
school.
am laughing.
Off you go to boarding school. See you later. Absolutely not. They have crayons in that boarding school. Off you go.
Oh,
See you
Leah
later.
had, God love her. She had like one of these things you fill with water that you can only colour on the mat, and the colour would only come out with colour on the mat. Anywhere else?
They're really good. That's
They-
really
they
good.
are very good.
They
Do
are
you know
very
what
good.
else
We
is
got
really
them.
good?
We bought them for the kids for our
See,
house.
yeah,
We're like,
that's what you want.
You've been over for a while. Put cling film on your table.
oh, Jesus.
Very good.
That's my
Clean
hack
film
to
on the
you.
table.
Yeah, because then if they're doing arts and crafts, you don't have to
See,
worry
glitter.
about putting. Yeah, there you go.
And just to know, because
Glitter.
people buy stuff, and I'm
Fucking
like, why
glitter.
would you buy glitter? Slime. That's another one.
That's
Don't buy
oh, I
slime.
do
into
What do
my
we do
house.
that all
Yeah.
the time?
I do it all the
every
time.
present.
I buy every
And
present with
those,
100 bits.
What are those
Yeah,
LOL
jewelry
dolls?
making sets.
Oh, I hate
Yeah.
Let's go with them.
Oh, and we always buy the LOL dolls that have the slime.
Of course.
And
Or
water.
the sand.
Yeah.
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 Oh, the connect sand. Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
art, what I have seen now is though you can buy like it's kind of like a frame that you open and you put the art in it and then close it. So it stays in like a gallery wall. So you'd like open this, put the kids'
Sorry,
art
are
in
you
it.
actually saying we would put it on our actual wall?
But you'd have one piece. So you'd only swap
Yeah,
in and
I'm
out
not
one
with you.
piece rather than multiple pieces.
No, it's a strong no from
Okay,
me,
fine.
Lily.
Okay,
none of your,
that's
my
fine.
nieces. I'm
Yeah.
like, none
Oh,
of your
no.
artworks
I
go in
like
our
it a
house.
bit like minimalistic. I don't. My mom's like, it looks like no one lives here, and I'm like, that's where I like it.
So yeah.
Yeah. I like
Clean.
it. Like yeah,
Clean and-
just like two things on the counter. And
Pop
all.
off to your Aladdin's cave back
but
home.
don't open
Off
a
you
drawer
go.
now or press every single attack. Yeah.
Monica's closet.
Yeah, Monica's.
That's what our house is like. Jesus Christ.
And then gender reveals.
oh yeah, gender
Glow up
yes
or blow
no.
up?
Are you
What
going
do
to
you
do
think?
it?
What are you
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
going to do it, but
Yeah.
because the
Do you
kids
know
want
yet?
to do it. No, I don't know yet.
Okay.
So we're going to find out in the scan ourselves,
Yeah.
the two of us.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and get the balloons. The kids, as soon as they found out we were having babies, they were talking about this gender
Okay,
reveal.
okay,
and now
okay.
that we're having twins, they can blow up a balloon each.
Okay.
I can't
okay.
imagine Leah wanting to be anywhere near us.
Okay.
She'll be like
So
looking
is
on.
it if you're going balloon? Because
We're
there's
going
many
balloon.
options.
Yeah, so give us a couple of the options.
Right. So honestly, I have seen them all. One of my favorite things to do is look at gender reveals gone wrong. It's honestly,
it's
you
very
could
good.
actually do it on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to watch in the whole entire world. But you can do everything from, you can do a cake now.
Yeah.
So you do a cake and you open the cake and the cake is either blue or pink on the inside.
Yeah, is that not a bit of a...
Yeah. awful.
No,
Yeah, it's a bit of a climax.
but it looks aesthetic. But
Yeah,
also
but for the kids.
depending on the buttercream, if you
Buttock cream.
cut a buttercream, that's my crumlin coming out there. If you cut the cake and pull it out, it'll show the colour.
I've seen that, and I'm like,
yeah,
I
but
know.
the point is you're gonna see it.
Yeah, but not if you're cutting
reveal.
half and half.
I have seen people looking away and putting the glass in,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the glass
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
a thing. Glass is like a
but the
thing.
kids want it big.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do confetti cannons.
The confetti cannon things.
Right.
So like basically you do and they go off, and then what would be cool for you is if you do the confetti cannons, you could have like a pink and blue cannons. Then you'd have multicolored thing. It'd be very cool.
Right.
You can also do there's people like the really rich people do like the fireworks. Have you seen the fireworks
that's
one? Where
ones
like
that-
they're like a color like
the colour gas.
Yeah.
So it's either blue or
I've
pink.
seen
colour
that. Like,
gas.
yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite though is on TikTok, seeing them go wrong.
Yeah, I love them.
And then you see
Horrendous.
the pregnant mother baiting the kids into the car, and the kid runs up with a fucking pin and goes before they're
She's fuming.
She's just furious. They didn't catch on
caught in
camera.
a ring doorbell.
Caught in a ring doorbell. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, no. I think we'll probably stick to the balloons. They want to do the balloons.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
But
It is
we'll
really
know.
exciting.
We'll find out ourselves.
My first sister was like, no, I'm not doing gender reveal. And then she did do it on Luke because she didn't find out what Lily was until she gave birth. Because her thing on the first one was she wanted it to be a surprise. So
remember
she had
that.
something to push for.
Oh, yeah.
She was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
push to find out
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
baby is.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, weirdo.
I'm like, I can't. We had enough surprises.
you'll
I'm
know.
like,
Yeah.
we've had all the
Yeah.
surprises. we
I'm
can
on
take.
I'm on child number 5, so I just want to know what it is so I can be ready.
A few more weeks, we'll know. A few more weeks.
Okay, so because we were talking about mammies and the mams today, before we finish up today, I think we should all just give a little message. I feel I've given a lot of heat to my mom today. So we're just going to give a little message to our mothers. Something that you might like to say in case they're listening.
Oh God.
And it can be whatever you want. But I'm going to start. And I'm going to start by saying that I absolutely adore my mom, who is the best in the world. And I think mothers are the greatest thing in the whole entire world. But my mom is particularly amazing because one thing that sticks in my mind, my mom, is when the gay marriage referendum happened.
This is amazing.
I cry every time I tell this story. It's so weird.
Oh, stop.
Literally, the referendum happened, and obviously it was a big thing for like whether we were going to be able to get married, which we weren't even planning to get married at the time. But the vote happened, and that day my mom and dad kept ringing me being like, it's going to be a yes, it's going to be yes, it's going to happen. And their excitement for it was something like I've never experienced before. And then they were like, my whole family were like, I'm going to cry. Actually, it's actually so
I
sad.
remember we went into
They
the
were
bank.
like, get
wasn't it?
into town. And my whole family were in town. And my dad had lined up, there was buckets of champagne in the bank bar in town. He didn't even know anyone in the bank bar. He was just handing champagne to random people. And they were just so proud.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I love that.
But my mom genuinely is the biggest champion for her kids. And I love you, mom. That's my thing. Now, fucking top that ball.
Oh, yeah. Right, you go next.
Oh
Till I
God.
Google
Take
something.
No, look, I mean, my mom knows exactly how much I love her.
Yeah, you're better at telling her than I
I
am.
wouldn't be who I am without my mom. I'm actually a little bit too like my mom in some ways. And like she has always been my number one champion. Before, like,
Your mom's just a good person.
yeah, she's an earth angel. She is an earth angel,
Oh, wow.
and
Isn't that lovely?
But that's what everyone who's like, even friends, she sings at weddings and funerals. She looks after people as they leave us, and she is just words will never describe how much love or admiration I have for her, and they will never do the justice for what she does for people.
Yeah, she is very good. My mom isn't that nice.
Yeah. Anyway, Susan,
Ma,
you got
we're
me.
fucked.
Well, ma, whoa.
I love you, Ma.
Yeah.
My ma is a superhero. She
Yeah.
genuinely is. Like, she had such a hard life. Like, we had a hard life, like, growing up and stuff. And my ma was just a superhero. Like, my sister was diagnosed with meningitis when she was 2, and my ma was told she's going to die. And she had to, like, deal with that. Shannon lost her speech. She couldn't walk. She couldn't talk. She had to learn how to do all that again. My ma just took everything in her stride. She reared 4 of us. like with no money. Like we were from like a council estate, which we had nothing like, and she was just amazing. And even now, like she literally, when Daniel was dying, she just uphill her whole life, moved in with me for nearly 2 years of her life. She gave up for me without like batting an eyelid.
Question.
No, just like she was there, and even still now, like she is my rock. I would love to be more like my ma.
What
like
a woman.
what a woman. She is just amazing.
And she can also crack out a reel every now and then.
I mean,
Like, I mean, what would you-
Oh my God. My mum
What a
hasn't got a
woman.
fucking breeze. What's going on?
She's like, what's going on? Where do I find the podcast?
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. She'll still say if I show her a video, like a funny reel, she's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Nobody, man. I don't know."
It's Kim Kardashian is who it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, I love
But
that.
our mummy's just amazing.
They are.
They
And-
are like, and not everyone can be a good mammy.
Yeah, and that
No,
makes me
like,
sad.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that. That's
As
fair
it,
fun.
like, but like, not everyone naturally has that
skill set.
skill set that we've been really fortunate to find in all
Okay.
of our.
God.
Now, don't get me wrong. Paula had her moments.
Here, as it and.
The wooden spoon comes out, I still flinch.
It's a fucking wooden spoon. I had everything in our house. Jesus Christ. One thing, right, before you go, before we let you finish up, is there anything, right, that you want to remind yourself of now for after you have the twins, like in years to come? Something you want to remind yourself right now to be like, right, if I was to listen back to this in 5 years, is anything I really want to tell myself about here and now?
It's like, she
I'm
won't be
like-
able to.
That'd be great. Fuck.
You'll be
I love
dancing
this.
by then.
Fuck. Like, how are you? Because you must. There's so many great things happening in your life right now. Is like, are you
I think
loving your life right
I'm
now?
absolutely loving it. And do you know what? I think I'm even more grateful because I know how things can change in an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm like living for the now, and I'm taking all the bump pictures, and I'm like, because I'm so afraid something's going to happen, and I'm so
Of
afraid.
course.
Like I have that in my mind the whole time. I'm also so terrified. I want people to cope with twins. Like it's 2, and I'm like, oh my God, but I also have 3 at home, and I think like just like you got this.
Yeah.
Because
You
it was
do.
the same when Daniel died. I was like, I can't. I just can't. And then I did. And then I was
And you
going
will.
and going and going. And then I thought like I'd never meet anyone again. And I did. And I thought I'd never like be genuinely happy again. I thought I'd have a companion because,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not
Yeah.
the type of person to stay on my own. And I just thought I would kind of just like be with someone for like the sake of it nearly.
Yeah.
But then like I felt head over heels
Yeah.
for someone again.
And another
Yeah.
great love.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm getting like a second chance nearly at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's grand, you got this, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then you see
that's
me
your
5 years
reminder.
and I'm like, fuck it. There's 5 kids.
2 hairs left in her head. Now, Rachel,
I didn't have
if you
this.
just listen back, apparently you said you've got this.
Yeah, I was like, she's a liar. She hadn't a clue, God love her.
Oh, but I do think, like, I mean, honestly, I think everyone would agree you're just a beautiful person to be around and a good laugh. You don't take life too seriously
no. Yeah.
in a lot of ways. And, you know, you're such fun to be around. So we're very grateful that you are in our lives in some way and
Yeah.
capacity, and also
Yeah.
that you came and joined us on the pod.
Thank you so much for having me. Do not ask me again.
No, next time we're going to have you literally. So it's 5 months after the babies
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Babies
yeah.
are here.
I'll be sitting
Let's
there
see.
locked.
What's the reality? You'll be like, ah.
We'll have you for a night over.
Yeah, leave the kids at home, Eddie Grant.
Yes, we love that. Or you know, we can babysit maybe sometime.
I
Not
won't.
too.
Yeah.
We do.
He can.
God's like,
We
no.
goes.
do. We love a babysit.
We do.
We do love to
Because
babysit.
you can hand them back.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I used to love
And
that.
also, then you can really wear it as a badge of honor. Be like, oh, we took the.
But I
kids.
won't lie,
Yeah.
when it's fucking 10:30 on a Sunday morning and we've been up since 6 and every activity I've planned is done, what the fuck do I do?
Oh yeah, you see, you're like a COVID man,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
You're just like
Yeah.
have everything planned.
Yeah.
I was like that.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like,
Yeah.
You'd be grand.
they want a bacon. I'm like, oh, they're wrecking the house.
Yeah.
Play with them sockets there. You'd be grand.
Look at the socks. If you pair them, find a pair. It's like
like a
snap.
game.
Yeah, they're pairing socks.
It's just like Uno. It's a really good game. It's a really good game. I love it. Well, listen, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so
We've
much.
had a great time. If you've enjoyed the podcast, obviously, please make sure that you give us a gorgeous review and subscribe on Spotify
Or Apple.
Or Apple, but mainly Spotify. And also give us a 5-star review. If it's not a 5-star review, don't fucking bother. Just fuck off. Right? Leave us alone.
And you can always drop us a little message on hello@theglowhomepod.com or slide into the DMs. We
Slide
love a
into
little
the
DMs.
And who knows who we'll have next, but I don't know how we'll we've hit our peak on guests
I know.
now. That's it.
I know.
Yes,
Game over.
probably no.
We'll never have another guest on again.
We'll say
Game
that
over.
next week.
Game over. Yeah, because we'll be cancelled.
I'll be watching. I'll be listening.
Podcast will be gone over. No one's listening anymore. No, we really appreciate it. So thank you so much. Rachel.
Thank you.
Well done.